Welcome to Industry TV Network. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Let's get into this. Shortly after Florence Ballard was fired from the Supremes, her boyfriend, Tommy Chapman, quit his job at Motown after announcing to Berry that he planned to marry Flo. Later, Tommy said, Berry told me that if I changed my mind about quitting, I always had a job with him. When Tommy told Florence what Berry said, she was furious. Why is he being so nice all of a sudden? She wanted to know. Sure, now that I'm out of the group, he's a real effing nice guy. Tommy said later that Flo decided to call a newspaper reporter from the Mission Chronicle in Detroit and tell him everything she knew about Berry Gordy and Diana Ross. I'm going to expose them both, she told Tommy. Girl, what are you talking about? They've been sleeping together for years, Flo said. So? So I'm telling everyone, and a lot of other stuff too. I know stuff about Berry that would surprise people. I know a whole lot of shit. Tommy said that he grabbed her by her shoulders. Look, you got enough problems, he remembered telling her. Whatever you know, you keep to your own goddamn self. You hear me? Flo thought it over for a minute. I couldn't do it anyway. Why not? Tommy wanted to know. Tears began to well in her eyes. She didn't answer. Why not? Tommy repeated. Because I think I care about them, Flo finally answered. I never really knew it, but I think I care about them both, and I don't want to hurt them. She began to cry. Tommy held her. Ain't that crazy? She said, sobbing. Ain't that the craziest goddamn thing? It is, Tommy said now, also crying. It's the craziest goddamn thing. Florence hired independent legal counsel and was able to get $160,000 from Berry, $20,195 from the Supremes account, $5,000 from the Diana Ross and the Supremes account, which paid for stage wardrobe she had been charged for but had been unable to take with her, and $134,809 from Motown Record Corporation. There was still no offer of future royalties. Florence, her attorney Leonard Brown, and Mike Roshkind finalized the agreement at the Motown offices. I wish you'd reconsider this, Florence, Flo remembered Mike Roshkind as having said. He was genuinely concerned. You should have payments spread over a few years. Otherwise, the government is going to kill you in taxes. Well, maybe, Florence began. Look, a clean break is the best way to handle this, Leonard cut in. Yeah, it's the best way for you, Mike said. Brown was unruffled. Look, I have tax shelters lined up for her, so don't act so worried. Mike Roshkind handed the 9-page signed agreement to Florence. When she reached for it, Leonard Brown intercepted it and quickly put it in his briefcase. That was the last Florence ever saw of it. Take care of yourself, Flo, Mike Roshkind said as she was leaving. He hugged her. I mean it. If you need us, you call me or Berry. As he embraced her, she was stiff in his arms. Don't hold your breath, she said as she walked out. A couple of days after that settlement, Florence married Tommy on February 29, 1968 in Hawaii. When they returned, Florence tried to get some of the $160,000 from Leonard Brown, but wasn't able to. It was verified that the 3 checks were sent from Motown's accounting department to Brown's office, but Flo said later that she never saw a penny of it. Brown, who is now deceased, was later disbarred on an unrelated matter. Florence signed a solo recording agreement with ABC Records for a $15,000 advance. Chapman, with no experience at all as an entertainment manager, decided to take on that job for his wife. Of the dozen songs she recorded, Only two were issued as singles, and both were commercial failures. Then the record company dropped her. So Berry did send Flo off with a little chunk of change, maybe not what she may have deserved, but he did send out some, there was some type of payment given to Florence after she left the group, but her attorney stole the money. So Florence just had a bad streak of luck. Um, Rest in peace to Florence Ballard. And as I said, as I go along and find things that may be interesting, I will be throwing them up here in a few minutes, a few short videos. Peace and love.